A quiet village in the heart of France, a family tormented by an unknown enemy. A crime so chilling it still haunts investigators decades later. This is the mystery of little Grégory Villemin, one of France's most infamous unsolved cases. It was October 16, 1984. The Villemin household in Le Pangy-sur-Valognes was peaceful. 4-year-old Gregory played outside as his mother, Christine, went about her daily routine. But when she called for him a short while later, he was gone. At first, she thought he had wandered off, but deep down, she knew something was wrong. Then the phone rang. On the other end, a sinister voice delivered a chilling message. "I have taken my revenge." The word sent a wave of panic through the family. Revenge? But for what? And by whom? The search for Gregory intensified. Hours later, a horrifying discovery was made. His small body was found floating in the cold waters of the River Valognes, hands and feet bound, a woolen hat pulled tightly over his face. Someone had taken him, silenced him, and discarded him as a message. But who could have committed such a brutal crime against an innocent child? And why? For years before the murder, the Villemin family had been terrorized by an unknown figure, someone who seemed to know their every move. Anonymous letters and phone calls flooded their lives, all filled with threats and venom aimed directly at Gregory's father, Jean-Marie Villemin. The tormentor, known only as the Crow, had waged a psychological war on the family, but no one knew their true identity. And now, it seemed, the threats had escalated into something far worse. The investigation quickly turned into a national spectacle. Suspicions ran high, and soon a shocking accusation was made. Bernard Laroche, a cousin of Jean-Marie Villemin, was arrested after handwriting experts linked him to the letters. But then a crucial witness, his sister-in-law Muriel Ball, recanted her statement, claiming she had been pressured by the police. With no concrete evidence, Laroche was released. But Jean-Marie Villemin wasn't willing to wait for justice. Overcome with grief and rage, he took matters into his own hands. On March 29, 1985, in front of reporters, he shot and killed Bernard Laroche. He was arrested and sentenced to prison, but the real murderer was still out there. Then another twist. In July 1985, Christine Villemin, Gregory's own mother, was accused of the crime. Investigators claimed she had written the anonymous letters and, in a fit of desperation, taken her own son's life. But the evidence was weak. With no clear motive and no physical proof, the charges were dropped. The case fell into chaos, with endless theories but no answers. Years passed. In 2000, DNA tests were conducted on the letters, the rope, and other evidence, but the results were inconclusive. Every time the case seemed to inch closer to the truth, it slipped away. More suspects were arrested, including other family members, but each time, the evidence wasn't strong enough. In 2017, new developments brought fresh hope. 3 people, Gregory's great-aunt, great-uncle, and an aunt, were arrested along with Muriel Ball. But once again, silence and contradictions led nowhere. The very magistrate who had first handled the case, Jean-Michel Lambert, took his own life, leaving behind a note saying he could no longer bear the weight of the case. Decades later, the mystery remains. Who was the Crow? Was the killer someone within the family? And most chillingly, could they still be out there? The murder of Grégory Villemin is a case of secrets, betrayal, and revenge. A case that shook France to its core. A case that, to this day, remains unsolved.